What is up, everyone? Welcome to Seth Leroy Adventures, and this is more of the Get to Know You series playlist that I'm doing right now when I can't really fish. Now, here's the thing. If you stumble across one of my action videos and then you come to these videos and you want to get to know me, this is what these are about, or topics that I'm thinking about. Little mini podcasts on my YouTube channel. DNR, that's the topic here. DNR, rules, regulations. Now, this could be a touchy subject. But here's my opinion on it. I'm catch and release. I used to catch and cook. I used to, follow all the laws, look into it, this, that, and the other. Obviously, there's still laws for catch and release, what you can go for, and yes, I follow all those. But I want to do this video too to hear people comment below. What do you think? Do you think there's too many rules? Do you think there's too many regulations? Now, growing up, I'm just saying from a simple-minded kid, I remember I used to always wonder, I get having some rules. I get it. I do. And I still think like this generally. I understand population control, this, that, the other, rules and regulations. I get it. And now I'm catch and release. I do it for the sport. I'll do it for the meditation out there fishing. But here's what I'm going to say. But I also look at it like, okay, the water is what I believe from a higher entity. And I understand with natives here too, that there's different rules. And I'm not hating, not at all. I like it. I don't care. Because what we did, anyways, I'm not going to get into all that. I get it. But here's why I'm bringing that up is just saying they sort of have the rules that I would think, I understand population, and I get to, the thing is I get it. Because if people were commercial fishing with big nets and just catching everything and I get it. But also then sometimes I get tripped out it's just the water. But I lived down south for a while, and there were all these lakes that you couldn't even go on, which tripped me out. Because I'm used to here in Minnesota where there's private lakes, but rarely. But down south, it was a lot more privatized lakes, which was trippy to me. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I do think it's good there's rules. I want to hear your points. I want to hear what you think, but I also think they're a little asinine sometimes. Because sometimes I've heard of horror stories of, and I've ran DNRs a couple times, and it was usually pretty good. One time a guy seemed like I actually had my GoPro and everything on. I wasn't recording him, but he kept asking if I was recording him over and over, and I was like, dude, I'm not recording you. I could tell he wanted me to be in trouble. I gave him my wife's fishing license that was on me. He's like, you are not her or whatever. And then I gave him mine. And then he was cool once he saw my fishing license. I was catching and releasing. I was vlogging. This was a while ago. But anyways, I could tell though he wanted to get me on something. Because he straight up was with someone too, training someone in. He was like, well, if you don't have yours, after I gave him my wife's by accident, I'm like, oh shoot, I should have mine. He's like, oh, well, if you don't have yours, well, it's going to go a little differently now. You could tell he, wanted it. I was like, ooh. But luckily, I had my fishing license. And then he asked me, 3 times when I was recording him, because my GoPro is still on my head. And I kept saying, no, man, it's not. He's like, I don't want to be recorded. I said, I'm not recording you, man. So I could tell he didn't even want that. And I get it. But at the same time, it's like, dude, I can't record you if I want. So the only reason I'm bringing that up is just, I could tell, he was definitely wanting me to not have my fishing license, you could tell. So that's sad, because he shouldn't want someone in trouble. He shouldn't be looking for it excited like he's bored or something. So I want to hear if you've had some crazy run-ins. I've heard of people telling me crazy run-ins with family members, things they've had happen with other people, and just things getting towed away, and just boats and this. Oh my goodness, dude, I can't imagine. Or all their material, and I get the law is the law, but do you guys think they go too strong on the law when people get in trouble? Because I've heard crazy things, someone a day ahead on opener, and I get it, and then just getting hit and getting all their stuff took. It's like, geez. But yeah, tell me what you think. I want to hear your opinions. That's my opinion, and I know it was a little all over the place, but I'm ADHD, so there you go. Remember, we live in the land of 10,000 lakes, so what are you doing? Go fishing. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine with me. I'm just glad you're here rocking with me. Everyone have a blessed one, and keep fishing.